Alright, here we have a clip of some BMX bikers going over a dirt jump. And we want to have a little bit of fun with this. So we're going to go up to Effects and apply a video filter, go to Border and Bevel. And we'll double click on the clip to load it in the viewer, and go to the Filters tab. And I'm just going to change the color here, maybe a nice, let's go with kind of a gold or a yellow. Alright, and then we're going to add yet another filter. This time we're going to go up to Effects, Video Filters, Blur, and a Gaussian blur. It's pretty much most of the time the only blur you'll ever really use. And I'm just going to increase the radius on that a little bit for demonstration purposes, make it extra prominent. Then I'm going to put one more video filter on here. This is going to be under Image Control and Desaturate. That takes out all of our color. This here is for demonstration purposes to show you the chain of events of what order you put your filters in really does matter. If we play this back, you can see all three of the filters there, the bevel and the blur, are both desaturated. If I were to move the desaturate filter up to the top of the chain, or in the middle there, you can see there it really doesn't make that much of a difference, but if I move it to the very top, you see now our border is no longer desaturated because it comes before the bevel in the filter chain. Move the bevel back above it, and put desaturate on the bottom. It desaturates everything above it. So our bevel is now desaturated again. Okay, I'm going to take our viewer over here and expand it so we can see our keyframe timeline a little bit now, because I actually don't like the way this looks. I want to animate these effects to where they fade in and fade out. First thing we got to do is add a keyframe. What a keyframe does is it tells us this event happens at this point in time and at what value that filter is at. So we add another keyframe about 1 second into it and drag it all the way down. So that will animate the desaturation effect to basically start desaturated and then fade to color over the period of a time of about 1 second. Alright, and then I'm going to do one more here at the end. The blur, I'm going to fade it up the other way at the end. So add a keyframe there about 1 second before the end, and go to the very last frame, add another keyframe on the blur effect, and I'm going to take the entire first part of it there and drag it down. So where it's at 0 along the whole length until it gets to the end, and then it will fade up and blur out. It's kind of a neat way to transition without actually adding an actual transition.